Today is the 9th January of 2023. 9 days into the new year. Chelsea season is officially over. Crash FC with so many youngsters, Kindergarten FC, and the old people's home with old players who are absolutely useless like Jorginho. How is the season over? Out of the FA Cup, thanks to Manchester City, 4-0 defeat. Out of the Carabao Cup, 2-0 defeat, thanks to Manchester City. Out of top four race, thanks to Graham Potter, Ted Boyle, and everyone who's decided to sign all these youngsters who are not ready for the first team. Thanks to Roman again for always messing up the club. We don't even have quality players anymore. Thanks to Ted for firing Tuchel, hiring Graham Potter. And everything is just haphazard, man. How is our season over on the 9th of January? February comes, Dortmund in the Champions League. Watch Bellingham running right in our midfield, man. How do we still have Jorginho playing in our team? How are we so bad at football? How are we playing like a relegation threatened team? At this point, even if we qualify for Europa Conference, we definitely won't win the tournament playing like this. How are we so bad at football as a club, man? As a club, as definitely in my books, the biggest club in London. 2 Champions League later, 2 Champions League victories later, 2 Champions League medals later. How are we so bad at football? Someone please answer my question. What's going on? Graham Potter, this is not what we bought you for, man. We are the laughing stock. What doesn't kill you make you stronger? Chelsea is definitely killing me right now, man. Yo. Welcome everyone to MRM Sports. I'm your host, Ronald M. Man, it's the year 2023. I haven't done a lot of content lately, but then I was taking some time off, man. And in that time off, I've been slowly dying a painful death watching Chelsea play football. I mean, we are the worst at playing football right now. We are the worst team in England. I think in the top 2 divisions, you think of Championship and the Premier League, man. I'm still trying to think of a team. I think Nottingham Forest at times play better football than us. I'll be honest with you guys. When they drew with us, I mean, the second half they play better football. They won the next game against Southampton. If we were to play Southampton right now, I think we'll struggle. That's how bad Chelsea are. I mean, in all honesty, man, I never thought when Ted Boyle took over, when we were signing Koulibaly, we were signing Cucurella, we got Zakaria on loan, when we bought Sterling, when we signed Sterling from City, I genuinely never thought we'd be struggling this much. I mean, I remember when Tuchel got fired, it was a shocking moment. I think that's when I did my first video, a reaction video to Tuchel getting fired. And Potter coming in, and I was looking at the way Brighton were playing. At that time, Brighton were 4th on the table. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'll give Potter 2-3 months for him to start working his magic. We might see something. What have we seen so far? We've seen just how terrible this club has been run for the past decade or so. Because for me, the challenges we're seeing now, they come from the Roman era to the Ted Boyle era. I mean, it's just a mixture of the worst of what the club has ever been through. I mean, the way we're playing football right here, right now. It reminds me of, you remember that season when Mourinho, when Leicester won the title, the season when Leicester won the title, how bad Chelsea were. At least then we could say the players had fallen out of love with Mourinho football. They wanted him out of the club. This is actually on that level. We're playing as if we're a team who is about to sack their coach. We're not playing as like a team who is a new coach. We're playing like a team who is about to sack their coach. The players all look clueless. I mean, Ziyech, for example. Ziyech was excellent in the World Cup. Now it's as if we've got a knockoff. We've got the Chinese version of Ziyech. We've got the knockoff version of Ziyech when he's playing for Chelsea. I mean, Koulibaly has some flashes in the World Cup. Now he's just non-existent. The only player here, do you know how bad Chelsea are? The only player who looks so good at playing football right now is Thiago Silva. The rest of the team is utterly dead. I mean, fair and fine with injuries. Fair and fine with injuries of players who are out in the cold. But then, how are we such a bad team that as soon as we lose Reece James, everything falls apart? I mean, you swear Rich James is our Messi. You swear Rich James is our Cristiano Ronaldo. You swear Rich James is our Mbappe. The moment Rich James is out of this team, everything falls apart. When last did you play a good game without Rich James? Just think of one game. And I'm watching the highlights here. Jorginho is still playing for Chelsea. How? I mean, Potter has to take some of the blame. How is it possible that Jorginho is starting ahead of Zakaria? I mean, we all saw the game against City midweek. Zakaria had a game of his life. Yes, we lost the game 1-0. Cucurella was at fault. Kepa was at fault. But then how do you still start Zakaria? How do you still start Jorginho? I mean, of all the players you can start in a game of this magnitude, I mean, the season is over because of that 4-0 loss to City. I mean, let's be realistic. We won't go anyway. Like this won't go anywhere in the Champions League. Dortmund will have a full day with us. Come February, we'll be out of all competitions. We won't even make top 4. I mean, God forbid. Let's hope we won't play. Let me not curse in the let me not take the lost name in vain. But then I can't handle Chelsea playing that Europa Conference League or whatever it is, man. We know we can't be that club. At worst, we should be playing Europa. I'd rather have us finish 11th and no Euro football at all. We can't settle for Europa Conference League. I mean, how is Jorginho playing? How is Assis still in the team? You know, at the time when Tuchel wanted to give him a contract extension, I genuinely thought, why not? I mean, we can't lose all these experienced players. I mean, Rudiger was going, Christensen was going. We can't be, and I didn't think we were going to sign any top defenders. Honestly, I thought maybe, but then looking at Aspleta play, I mean, I love the guy. Over 500 games for Chelsea. Absolute club legend. He's lifted every trophy you can imagine. Even the Club World Cup, he's lifted it. But then maybe we should have let him go. You know, I would rather suffer with the kids. I genuinely would rather suffer with our under-21s now. I mean, at least let me watch a kid give me 5 minutes of brilliance and then lose the ball and then City hit us on the goal. I mean, we have experienced players on the pitch and still we're being mauled by City. I mean, we've played City 3 times already. They scored 2, they scored 1, they scored 4. They scored 9 goals without any reply. In 3 games, City have averaged 3 goals a game against Chelsea without us scoring a single goal. I mean, that has to be up there with one of the worst statistics ever. 9 goals conceded to City without even one goal. I mean, you know what? I'm accepting that the season is over for Chelsea. At least now, what I want to see. I mean, I think Ted Boyle has to sit down with Potter and tell him, you know what? We understand where you are. The season is over. Can we really see improvement in football which is being played? Can we see something? Even if the players are not good enough, show us where we're no longer good enough in the field. I remember when Klopp came to Liverpool, at least you could see that Liverpool needed defense at some point. You could see they were conceding so many amount of goals. But then you could see the rock and roll football Klopp was implementing. When Pep came in the first season, when he finished 4th, I think, you could see that he needed a new backline. That's why he absolutely basically the whole backline, he rebought it, he bought another new keeper. You could see what was lacking. Right now, Chelsea, everything is disjointed. From the keeper, to the defense, to the midfield, to the forward players, everything is disjointed. I mean, what doesn't break you, what doesn't kill you, will make you stronger. I don't even know how the saying goes anymore, man. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Chelsea is not making me strong. Chelsea is making me weak. I mean, the next game is against Fulham. I genuinely want to see something. I mean, if you lose to Fulham, picture this. Willian is playing for Fulham. Imagine if Willian terrorizes our defense. A player we got rid of 4 seasons ago. He went to Arsenal, he went to Brazil, he's back in the Premier League. Imagine if Willian terrorizes our defense. They won't have Mitrovic. Imagine if they beat us without Mitrovic. I mean, you know what? Potter. Yes, it's a project. Potter needs time. We are not the team. We're not the team that has to go through so much pain for it to get better. We have been spoiled by Chelsea. It's not our fault as fans. It is Chelsea's fault. We have been spoiled by Chelsea, and I think we deserve better, man. I mean, it's time for Potter. I mean, the way he's treating Aubameyang, I don't even get it. But then If you're going to do that with a player you clearly don't want, surely you don't want Jorginho. Jorginho's contract is up in the end of the season. Why is he still starting games? Let's stop being sentimental. Put in Zakaria there. He's on loan. Let him give us something that will make us think, we might get a player there next season. We might sign him for cheap money from Juventus. I mean, we did it. Kovacic, he came from loan from Real Madrid. He played well. We ended up signing him. I mean, picture this. Remember when the transfer ban, we're playing absolutely better football than what I play. I mean, we're spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of pounds. Man. And we're becoming Crash FC. We're signing youngsters. I mean, this is something else, man. I can't wait to see Arsenal play. I think I find, in as much as I'm a Chelsea fan, I would rather prefer watching proper football. Arsenal play, and then hopefully, I mean, midweek won't be embarrassed against Fulham. But then it is what it is, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'm your host, Ronald M, signing out. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad.